And I don't need no explanation, 'cause baby, you're the best. So wrong in every way we would come on.
Oh God, I'm sorry guys. You got me like this.
I don't need your body, I just need your body. And I don't need no explanation.
Fifth Harmony might actually be the biggest scam in pop music history. Not because they weren't talented, they could sing, dance, perform, all of it. The scam was in the name Harmony, because if you watched them for more than 5 seconds, you would realize these girls had everything but harmony. From the moment they were thrown together on the X Factor, it was clear this wasn't a group formed out of friendship or chemistry. This was basically a group project, and if you've ever done a group project, you know exactly how it goes. One person does all the work, one person barely shows up, and the rest just sit there judging each other. Now imagine doing that on live TV in front of millions of fans for 6 years straight. The result: petty chaos, legendary shade compilations, award show performances that felt like subtweets in real time, and of course the moments they literally tossed a fake member off the stage. Yes, I'm talking about that iconic VMAs performance. We'll get there. So yeah, today we're talking about Fifth Harmony, the pop experiment that proved being talented doesn't stop you from being petty, because here's the thing, most groups have some drama, right? It's almost unavoidable when you put a bunch of ambitious people in the same room, but the truth is, Fifth Harmony's legacy isn't just about chart numbers, it's about the chaos they left behind. So without further ado, let's dive in. Back in 2012, the X Factor USA was looking for the next big thing. They had already seen One Direction blow up in the UK, so why not do the same with the girls? That's literally how Fifth Harmony was born. Ally Brooke, Camila Cabello, Dinah Jane, Normani, and Jauregui were solo contestants. None of them won, but Simon Cowell, being the businessman he is, was like, what if we turned them into a group?
Go and stand over there with the girls. Guys, just stand forward. What do we have here? You are all,
Look at that.
as you are, invited to the judges' home visits.
So congratulations ladies, you're now a girl group. Never mind that you don't know each other and you don't sound alike and you don't have the same aesthetic. You now have to be a group and just deal with it basically. And this is where the first seeds of pettiness were planted, because girl groups that form naturally usually have some kind of bond. Fifth Harmony did not. They were basically co-workers in sparkly dresses, and when you're 15 to 19 years old, being forced into a group with strangers on TV in front of millions of people, yeah, that's gonna get messy.
Wait, no, I can do an impression. I can do an impression. Ally, what the hell? I know.
Even in those early days, fans noticed things were off. In group interviews, there were weird silences. On stage, members would subtly push past each other to get in the spotlight. And let's not forget, Camila was already doing the most. She loved her solos, she loved standing in the middle, and fans were like, isn't this supposed to be a group? And spoiler alert, Camila's main character energy was about to become the group's biggest storyline. So Fifth Harmony didn't win the X Factor, but they did sign a record deal, and soon enough they had hits like Boss and Sledgehammer. By the time Worth It and Work From Home dropped, they were officially one of the biggest girl groups in the world. But with success came drama, and this is where the petty really started showing up, especially in award shows. Someone would always hog the mic, someone else would get shoved to the side during choreography, and the camera would inevitably catch at least one member rolling their eyes in the background.
It was an interesting.
Fans started making 10 minutes of Fifth Harmony shading each other compilations, 10 minutes of side eyes, grimaces, and barely concealed annoyance. In interviews, it got messier, if that's even possible. A journalist would ask a simple question like, who's the leader of the group? And instead of a united front, it would basically turn into a Hunger Games arena. One girl would jump in, another would interrupt, a third would just laugh nervously in the corner.
Yes. Oh my god.
That was so true.
It's a freaking nightmare.
God. Did you have arguments?
We actually had like take showers together.
And this wasn't subtle shade either. This was broadcasted live in HD with GIFs circulating on Twitter within seconds. You didn't even have to be a hardcore fan to notice the tension. It was loud.
Well, we don't have anything set in stone as of right now, but obviously we love to tour and we love to get to see new faces.
And through it all, Camila Cabello was clearly being pushed or pushing herself into the spotlight. She was often in the middle, she got extra camera time, she was always the lead vocalist, and she also had collabs with other artists outside of Fifth Harmony. The other four though, they weren't blind, and the tension was starting to boil even harder. By 2015 to 2016, Camila Cabello was basically a solo artist who occasionally hung out with a girl group. She had many collabs outside of Fifth Harmony, including I Know What You Did Last Summer with Shawn Mendes, as well as Bad Things with Machine Gun Kelly.
Am I out of my head? Am I out of my mind? If you only knew.
And if you're thinking, wait, wasn't she still in Fifth Harmony at this point? Yeah, she was technically in the group. I don't know how her contract allowed her to do these collabs, but yeah, she was still in the group. The rest of Fifth Harmony didn't love it, of course, and you could tell in interviews when Camila's solo projects came up, the other girls would suddenly become silent or plaster on the fakest smiles you've ever seen.
The artist that inspired me to songwrite was Taylor Swift. I listened to so many of her lyrics and they connected with me so much, and I just love the idea of, you know, writing music to be a soundtrack for your life, for you to listen to when you're older about certain experiences.
In performances, the energy was awkward, like you could almost hear them thinking, why am I backup dancing for someone who's already planning their exit strategy? Then came the breaking point, December 2016. The group announced on social media that Camila had left in the most petty way possible. They didn't even let her post first. They dropped a group statement basically saying, Camila has decided to leave the group, we wish her well. Meanwhile, Camila claimed she had no idea the group was even posting anything. And then, of course, the iconic 2017 MTV VMAs.
You said I was an angel.
So this is about a year after the group had broken up. Fifth Harmony performed with 5 silhouettes on stage, but just as the beat dropped, the fifth member was literally yanked off the stage like a WWE stunt. It's hilarious.
Why did you leave me here to burn?
The crowd screamed, Twitter exploded, and that singular petty move cemented Fifth Harmony's legacy in pop culture history. I mean, think about it, millions of people tuned in to watch a performance, and the group opened by literally body slamming their ex-member off stage. That's not just shade, that's a pettiness Hall of Fame moment. Now, you would think with Camila gone, things would settle down a little bit, but no. Fifth Harmony 2.0, Ally, Dinah, Lauren, and Normani was basically 4 co-workers forced to carpool together until their contract ran out. On stage, the chemistry was basically non-existent. Sometimes they didn't even make eye contact with each other. In interviews, they would talk about focusing on themselves, which was basically code for I'm planning my solo career. And sure enough, not long after Normani was doing features, Lauren was experimenting with her own music, Ally and Dinah were making moves on their own. And by 2018, the group announced a hiatus, which basically translates to we're breaking up, but our label told us not to say it out loud yet. And fans weren't even shocked. Honestly, they were more surprised it took that long, because the truth is, Fifth Harmony never felt like a group that loved each other. They felt like the pop version of a reality show alliance, all smiles on camera, but total chaos behind the scenes. So, were they talented? Absolutely. Did they give us unforgettable bops? No question. But were they also the pettiest girl group in pop history? Without a doubt. And maybe that's why people still talk about them today. Not just because of the songs, but the drama too. Because the thing about Fifth Harmony is that you didn't just stand the group, you stand the mess and the drama. And I think that's what made them so unforgettable. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this one. And of course, as always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to know, what do you think was Fifth Harmony's pettiest moment? Was it the fake fifth member at the VMAs? Was it the shady interviews? Or was it just the fact they were called Harmony while constantly shading each other? Let me know in the comments. I love reading your comments. That's my favorite part of the video. And with that being said, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon.